Well, good evening. It's good to see that a whole lot of young ladies and gentlemen have got their time together at a very short notice to come and listen to an old man like me. Tesco's is coming to Calcutta, and that is a big event. What do you value most? Come on, talk up. You guys are here for customer service. What do you guys value most? Time?
Peace. Service.
Somebody said time, somebody said service. Peace. Customers, well, I'll give it to the youngest man in the lot. Time, peace, service, all relates around the money that you earn, and that is the customer. Great? Okay, and you can have your biscuits too. Don't worry about me. I love it being informal here. The customer is very important to you. Do you believe in the fact that you need to address the customer? You need to address the customer. Do you believe that? Now, for being able to address the customer, you also believe that you need to be alive.
Yes.
What would happen if in this conference room somebody told you, Shubhendu, can you smell that there's something burning? No. How about you, Tanu? Can you smell something? Good for you that you can't smell it today. But what if you actually smelt it? What would be your first reaction?
Unhygiene.
Then what?
Run for your life.
Run? Oh yeah, run for your life. Which direction? I like it, Preeti. You are one of the most important people of the administration team, and I like it the way you responded. Tell me, where would you run? Wherever there is an opening? Well, in your city, I was reading the newspaper, people ran for the opening in a place called Stephen Court. All of you heard about that? They ran for the opening that was towards the terrace, and the goddamn thing was loud. Yeah, that was the reaction, Tanu, for a lot of people in the family. A lot of people died. Recently, before I came down to your town, I read in the papers there's a hospital here called AMRI, right? And people ran for their lives too. And the main gate was locked. Well, red alert! You guys are responsible for the safety of Tesco's in the times to come. Ladies and gentlemen, lying in front of you is a floor plan for the 2 floors that the store is going to have. A mammoth 33,000 square feet on each plane. You will find that it's very clearly demarcated. You are here. Yes. Both of you are going to be on the same floor, the ladies department. So I like that waving that is happening. So both have to be very clear about the indications that you give to save the customers. Yeah, Preeti, you can join here. You will see that there's a mark there which says you are here. And then on the eyes, there's a demarcation of arrows which takes you out. Along the eye, you will find there are fire extinguishers. And for you, the administrative department has been earmarked, and when they hear that there is something wrong related to fire somewhere, they are going to say, cherry red, cherry red, cherry red 3 times, and tell you the exact location where this is on. Remember, all of you know that when the fire starts, it's only embers because the color is amber. And then it turns deep and it becomes yellow. And then it becomes all encompassing. It becomes orange. And then it turns red. And that is where the alert has to be. Red alert. Save the customer first. You're going to have a lot of questions about how am I going to save the customer. There are going to be marks there on the floor. Further, to get the customer together, the customers need to be understanding the fact that they need to both see and listen to what you, the core management team, are going to announce. It is very obvious that you cannot, in a public place, shout, there is a fire, run. People are going to run everywhere. You need to guide them. Most of you will understand or seen on Discovery Channel, that's my favorite by the way, a program which talks about training of dogs. And you have a breed called the German Shepherd. The main purpose of the breed is to shepherd sheep into a flock and then guide them into the pen. That's exactly the job. That's this side and this side of the board table. You will have to get your act together because you are going to be the eyes and ears, the hands and limbs, the lips and the brain of Tesco's. You need to understand that what is on the floor is what we sell, but those who are on the floor are the ones to whom we sell. And for us, both are equally important, and you need to work on saving both.
Now you can ask the question to the MD who is launching his product. Please ask the question.
The house is open to questions and answers, and I'm sure that the smiles tell me that you've understood the point. So the time is yours.
So if one of us, if one of the boys finds a fire, what should he do? Who should he inform?
I'm so happy, Kunal, that you raised this point. Everybody of us who are here are going to be leading teams. An average team size is going to be of around 18 to 20 people. If somebody finds a fire, we will actually have a hierarchy of people handling crisis situations. We will be calling it the Crisis Management Team, the CMT. The CMT will be headed by your general manager of the store, because he will not be in a position to run anywhere. He will be located in his office doing the job of a control room in charge, whereas you people will be given teams. So you will have teams like cordon team, salvage team, first aid team, demarcation team, and of course escort team. That answers your question, Kunal. We can move over to somebody else.
When will the alarm of fire be triggered? For example, suppose there is a cigarette burning on the floor. Will that be an alarming, or is there any point when the emergency will be declared? Like fire is there, that will be declared.
Mr. Khandelwal, very practical question. 65 degrees Celsius is the temperature at which the sprinklers in your stores will go off, and 65 degrees Celsius is the temperature at which the temperatures will make the sparks of the wires go off, and that will lead to the alarm being sounded. But if it is not less than 65 degrees and somebody has thrown a cigarette there, then the first person you need to shoot dead is the security guard on the floor.
These are all theoretical. So to make it practical, we are not expecting any fire, but we should have some fire drill within a frequency of say 3 months or something. Do you think about something in the future?
When it's your company, right? But to answer your question, tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock sharp, this team along with the rest of the floor team meets me outside the store. On the northern fringes where we have the open ground, we're actually doing a fire drill. We're going to be burning one whole log, and you will get a hands-on experience of handling both the CO2 fire extinguishers, which deal with fires of the A, B and C category, and the fire hoses, which have an art of the way you hold them. Otherwise, trust me, they have a backlash like the tail of the alligator. Yes, Tanu?
If suppose it's a panic situation, like AMR, people are running for their lives, how do you handle this?
Tanu, that's the reason why we're sitting in this room, to see that in future, God bless those departed souls of AMRI, but we never have an AMRI, because prevention is better than cure. We will practice this more often, and we will see that everybody who's reporting back to you takes home the message not to panic, because if they press the panic button, it's all but over. We meet tomorrow again. Do it hands-on and take it forward from there. Thank you so much.